Lake Elsinore is a quiet city in Riverside County, California. It is the kind of suburban setting that typically serves as the backdrop for a completely normal childhood. Growing up here, 14-year-old Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez was raised by parents who had immigrated from El Salvador. She was the youngest of 3 siblings, attending Lakeland Village School, and her family knew her as a strong, beautiful girl with a deep love for singing and dancing. Like many young people seeking connection, Celeste spent time online. By 2022, she joined a server on the messaging app Discord. She was only 11 years old at the time, an age that made her deeply vulnerable in an unmonitored digital space. That specific Discord server was run by David Burke, an up-and-coming musician known online as DFOV. As the administrator of that community, Burke began building a direct rapport with the young girl. The anonymity of the internet allows children to find community, but it also provides a highly effective, unregulated hunting ground for those looking to exploit them. This timeline visualizes the 5-year age gap. By September 2023, the alleged abuse began when Celeste was 13 and Burke 18. In early 2024, Celeste was reported missing. After her parents contacted authorities, Riverside detectives stepped in and contacted Burke. Burke told the detectives he had only met her once and claimed he did not know she was a minor. When Celeste returned home, her parents immediately confiscated her cell phone. In response, Burke drove to Lake Elsinore and handed her classmate a $1,000 bribe to supply her with a secret phone, instantly re-establishing their connection. From there, the physical relationship escalated rapidly. Throughout 2024, Burke brought her on high-profile trips to Las Vegas, London, and Texas. Their text messages during this period contained explicit references to sex, pregnancy, and abortion. A perpetrator with financial resources and calculated tactics can successfully isolate a child. By leveraging his wealth, Burke effectively neutralized the protective actions of both her parents and local law enforcement. By April 22, 2025, the stakes for David Burke had peaked. His debut studio album was scheduled for release in exactly 2 days. He held multiple profitable product endorsements and was preparing to embark on a major music tour. That evening, Celeste and Burke engaged in a lengthy, intense argument. Text records show she was intensely jealous of his relationships with other women. She issued a direct threat. She would expose the reality of their relationship to the public, ending his career and destroying his life. The following night, April 23rd, Burke ordered an Uber to pick Celeste up from her home in Lake Elsinore at 8:40 p.m. By 10:10 p.m., the car had delivered her to his Hollywood Hills residence. Faced with the immediate threat to his public image and financial future, Burke's motive shifted. The dynamic changed from an ongoing predatory relationship to a calculated, immediate plot to silence a witness. Very soon after Celeste arrived at the house, Burke stabbed her multiple times. He stood by as she bled out. He did not dial 911, contact law enforcement, or make any attempt to take her to an emergency room. To cover up the act, Burke went online and used a fake name to order a specific set of items from Amazon. He purchased 2 chainsaws, a body bag, and an inflatable pool. He set up the inflatable pool in his garage and used the chainsaws to dismember her body. Investigators would later confirm the presence of her DNA in that exact location. Burke packed her dismembered remains into the front trunk of his Tesla. On July 29, 2025, he was seen driving the car in Los Angeles before he abandoned the vehicle entirely to leave for his music tour. Months prior, in August 2024, during the period she was actively reported missing, Burke had complained on Discord about a song crisis. An anonymous user replied, demanding he drop a song about the missing girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Burke did not respond. He compartmentalized the violence. He committed a brutal dismemberment in his garage, packed the remains in his car, and seamlessly stepped back into his public persona as a rising pop star. On September 8, 2025, the abandoned Tesla was sitting in a Los Angeles tow yard. An LAPD detective opened the front trunk, discovered Celeste's remains inside, and officially pronounced her dead. Due to advanced decomposition, it took a week for the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner to complete a forensic examination. They officially identified the body as Celeste Rivas Hernandez on September 16th, exactly 1 day after what would have been her 15th birthday. 2 days later, LAPD investigators executed a search warrant at Burke's Hollywood Hills property. They seized his electronic devices. A private investigator hired by the property's owner also located a burn cage incinerator on the premises. Physical evidence uncovered by the police broke from the sanitized digital illusion Burke had built online, exposing the violent reality he had hidden to protect his brand. On April 16, 2026, the LAPD arrested Burke. The district attorney charged him with first-degree murder, mutilation of a body, and lewd acts with a minor. The charges included special circumstances of lying in wait and financial gain. The case remains ongoing. Burke has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Prosecutors have indicated they may seek the death penalty, and questions surrounding an updated death certificate suggest that Celeste may have been pregnant, which could lead to further charges. The focus now rests entirely on her family. Speaking outside the courthouse, Celeste's mother, Celeste Hernandez, made it clear she will not rest until everyone responsible is held accountable. The family remains deeply committed to ensuring Celeste's voice is heard in the courtroom. A perpetrator may resort to violence in a desperate attempt to preserve their fame, but the pursuit of justice by a grieving family ensures that the victim's memory will ultimately outlast any temporary legacy.